Alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Boys and girls, my respected elders, welcome. Ahlan wa sahlan wa marhaban to Madrasah TV show. This is a show where we bring you Madrasah right in front of your TV screens. Not just Madrasah TV show, Ramadan special. Boys and girls, I'm Ustaz Hamza. Today, inshallah ta'ala, I'm going to be teaching you a lot of exciting and interesting things about Ramadan. Not only that, I'm going to give you some feedback on your recitation if you call me in and recite in our last two segments. Boys and girls, last segment for today's Recite and Reflect segment, I'll be teaching you a Tajweed Rule. And inshallah ta'ala, highlighting some of the Tajweed rules. So when you recite these surahs in the month of Ramadan, your recitation is on point. Today we are going to be learning Surah Al-Nasr and Surah Al-Masad. Surah Al-Nasr, إِذَا جَاءَ نَصْرُ اللَّهِ وَالْفَتْحِ. And then Surah Al-Masad, تَبَّتْ يَدَا. Barakallahu feekum. Boys and girls, if you wish to recite, call me on this number that you see on the screen. There's a WhatsApp number, there is a landline number. You can call me either one of these numbers. But remember, today's show is real fun. We're going to learn a hadith about Ramadan. Then we are going to learn a dua that you are going to read in Ramadan. And then we have Ramadan rep segment. We're going to talk about a few things about Ramadan. And at the end we have Recite and Reflect segment. May Allah bless you all. Make sure you call in to recite nice and early. Actually, do we have a call already? We don't have a call already yet. As soon as you have the call already, inshallah ta'ala, we'll speak to them, boys and girls. I'm super excited to go to the first segment. Before we do that, let me remind you, inshallah ta'ala, this show is for you to learn and make some notes. So grab a pen and yallah, let's make some notes. Boys and girls, let's go straight off a segment. Boom. In Hadith Corner. Today, we are going to learn a beautiful hadith of the beloved Prophet alayhi salatu wassalam. Pay attention. Fasting and Jannah. What? If I fast, can I go Jannah? What's the link between Sawm and Jannah? What is Sawm? Sawm is slowing. No, it's fasting. What is Jannah? Paradise. What's the link? Boys and girls. Abu Umama reported that the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alayhi wasallam said in his farewell sermon. What did he say? اتقوا الله ربكم وصلوا خمسكم وصوموا شهركم وأدوا زكاة أموالكم وأطيعوا ذا أمركم تدخلوا جنة ربكم. The Prophet, may peace and blessings be upon him, right at the final year. Right at the final year. So, the Prophet alayhi salatu wasalam, 40 years, and then he received revelation. And then roughly 13 years in Mecca. And then the next 10 years in Medina. At the end of the Prophet ﷺ life on this earth, the Prophet, may peace and blessings be upon him, here it was 12 Hijriya. The year was 12 Hijri. On that particular year, which was the final year, the Prophet ﷺ, he went to Mecca to perform Hajj. Inshallah ta'ala, we'll be teaching you a lot about Hajj. When? Who knows when? Guys, we'll be learning a lot about Hajj, inshallah ta'ala, after Ramadan. For now, just want you to remember, in that Hajj, in that year, well, during the Hajj, when the Prophet gave a speech, we call it farewell, sermon. The Prophet there gave some important advice, a lot of important advice. And one of them was this. So let's look into that, inshallah ta'ala. What was the advice of the Prophet alayhi salatu wasalam? What was his final message in this? اتقوا الله ربكم Allahu Akbar. Taqwa ra'su ta'at. What's the first thing the Prophet ﷺ is mentioning? Taqwa. It is taqwa. Barakallahu fikum. Taqwa is to what? Taqwa is to leave, is to be careful of what Allah happens to me every single time. Taqwa from wiqaya. Wiqaya means to prevent. Prevent what? When you're taqi, you make sure nothing happens against the will of Allah. You're very careful. As soon as you hear Allah said, do this, you'll do it. So Allah said, don't do this, you're very careful. Taqwa. Allahu Akbar. Ittaqullaha rabbakum. And you would hear this a lot in khutbah, in Jum'ah, when the Imam stands and he says, Ittaqullah. That is the greatest advice ever. Fear Allah. It's translated sometimes into fear Allah. But the person will only fear Allah if they know Allah, and it becomes easy for them then. Why am I going behind this? Once you fear Allah, it becomes easy to what? It becomes easier to follow the commands of Allah Azza wa Jal. Fear Allah, your Lord. وَصَلُّوا خَمْسَكُمْ. Pray your 5 prayers. The straight away after taqwa, the Prophet ﷺ is mentioning what? Salah. Barakallahu feekum. Salah. He's mentioning Salah. Barakallahu feekum. What's after Salah? After Salah, the Prophet ﷺ is saying, وَصُومُوا شَهْرَكُمْ. وَصُومُوا شَهْرَكُمْ. Straight away the Prophet is mentioning after Salah, Siyam. He's mentioning Siyam. Ali huwa fasting. Sumu shahrakum. And then give charity from your wealth. وَأَدُّوا زَكَاةَ أَمْوَالِكُمْ. Straight after Siyam, the Prophet is mentioning what? Zakah. Barakallahu feekum. He's mentioning zakah. You guys following? He's mentioning zakah. Straight after zakah, the Prophet said what? وَأَطِيعُوا ذَا أَمْرِكُمْ. What does that mean? And obey those who are in authority over you. إطاعة. What is it called? It's called إطاعة. When you obey your leader. We'll talk about that in a second. And then تَدْخُلُوا جَنَّةَ رَبِّكُمْ. What will happen if you do all what the Prophet is teaching you? You will enter. If you do everything the Prophet said. How many things the Prophet said? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In result of all of this, you will what? Enter Jannah. You will attain Jannah. Allahu Akbar. Jannah. It's called what? Jannah. تدخلوا جنة ربكم. You will attain paradise in return. Allahu Akbar. Jannah. Barakallahu feekum. May Allah bless you. Now, if we look at slightly into details of each one of these things, the first thing the Prophet is mentioning here is taqwa. Taqwa is something right in your heart. How much someone fears Allah? Do they fear Allah a lot? Or do they act like they fear Allah? We don't know. This is where taqwa, it's so important. And that is also your iman. If you have higher iman, you will have higher level of taqwa. Taqwa is the most important thing here. If you have taqwa, you will fear Allah. Once you do that, straight away you would pray 5 times a day. But what's the first thing we need to focus on? Taqwa. What's the first thing we need to focus on? Taqwa. Barakallahu feekum. And then siyam, which is fasting. And after Salah, we have fasting. You might say, Ustad, but it's so hard to fast. I have exams, I have school. The answer is what? If you have taqwa, you will find it very easy to fast. Yeah, subhanallah. Then you say, Ustad, I have money. It's my money. You'd be paying zakah, charity. You would be giving what people do in the month of Ramadan, a lot of people do in the month of Ramadan. And if you're doing all of that, then it'll be easy for you to obey a leader, which is if you have an amir, for example, in your school, you have a principal, and the principal said, everyone should come here for 7. It'll be easy for you to follow command of a leader if you are doing all the rest of the things. May Allah bless you all. Boys and girls, we're going to take a short break. When we come back, inshallah, we're going to recap the hadith and then take you all straight to our next segment, which is going to be a dua segment. Barakallahu feekum. You're watching Madrasah TV show, boys and girls, and we have some special segments just for you because the month of Ramadan is literally starting in a few days. So make sure you come back after the break so you can learn more. Barakallahu feekum. I've got a Quran segment for you right at the end, so you can call and recite. See you all after a short break. Stay with us. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome back, boys and girls. Welcome back to Madrasah TV show. That was fast. Boys and girls, you're watching this Madrasah TV show live 4 to 5 on Eman Channel. And here is some interesting news for you. After our hadith segment, we are going to learn a dua, and then I can teach you a few things about Ramadan. And then finally, we are going to be learning, inshallah ta'ala, Surah Al-Nasr and Surah Al-Masad today. If you wish to call and recite, the number is right here, right now on the screen. Boys and girls, next week, inshallah ta'ala, as Ramadan start, we are going to be live every day, 3:45 p.m. We're going to be 15 minutes early, inshallah ta'ala, and I am going to be teaching you Juz Amma, prepare you for something very special. So next week, 3:45 every day. Why? Because from the following week, which is going to be on the 18th of March, we are going to have what we call Juz Amma competition every day, 4 to 5. Inshallah ta'ala, boys and girls, live every day at 4. What's going to happen in the competition? Well, it's a national competition. Everyone is going to compete, and we're going to find out at the end who are the winners of Juz Amma competition. We have 3 age categories, 4 to 6, 7 to 9, 10 to 12. You're going to compete, and I'm going to sit here with another teacher and judge and see who does the best. Of course, each age category have different portion of Juz Amma that they will be tested on. So make sure, inshallah ta'ala, keep your eyes open, inshallah, for Juz Amma competition and the details. But make sure you tune in next week to prepare yourself, inshallah ta'ala, for Juz Amma competition. You got to make sure that you're well prepared, inshallah, and make sure you're live at 3:45. Don't come late, come early, inshallah. So boys and girls, next week, show is going to be starting 15 minutes earlier, 3:45, inshallah ta'ala, not 4. But right now and tomorrow, the show is live 4 to 5. Boys and girls, let me take you, inshallah ta'ala, to our dua segment. Oh yeah, before we do a dua segment, inshallah ta'ala, a real quick one, recap of the hadith that we learned just today. The Prophet ﷺ is giving a beautiful advice on Hajj al-Wada, and he is saying, have taqwa, pray, and then fast during the month of Ramadan, give your zakah, and what will happen? And obey your leader, your commander, you will attain Jannah. Barakallahu feekum. And boys and girls, this is going to be the end of our hadith segment. Now I'm going to take you to our dua segment. Boys and girls, let's go. Let's learn. Ramadan, month of Quran, month of blessings. You want to know all the good du'as that you can make during this month, so you can get the best, inshallah ta'ala. So what are the du'as that you can make in the month of Ramadan? Here is one of them, boys and girls. We're going to write this down. Grab a pen, pencil, yalla, yalla. Allahumma. Boys and girls, repeat after me. Allahumma inni as'aluka ridaka wal jannah wa a'udhu bika min sakhatika wan nar. Allahumma inni as'aluka ridaka wal jannah wa a'udhu bika min sakhatika wan nar. We're going to write the dua right here on the table. First one. Allahumma inni as'aluka. Allahumma inni. Oops. Should have used a slightly smaller pen. Okay. Allahumma inni as'aluka. Allahumma inni as'aluka. What are you asking Allah Azza wa Allah? You're asking Allah for ridaka wal jannah. You're asking Allah for 2 things. Number 1, ridak. Ridak. Number 2, jannah. Ridak wal jannah. And then on the other hand, وَأَعُوذُ بِكَ. There is a wa between these 2. Let's put wa between these 2. وأعوذ بك, two things. من سخطك, and the second is من النار. That word disappeared somewhere. So you're asking Allah for two things, and you're seeking refuge in Allah. You're seeking refuge from what? Two things. Oh Allah, I ask of your pleasure. رضاك. That Allah is pleased with me. You're asking Allah for that. And for paradise, which is Jannah. So you're asking Allah for two things. Rida, Jannah. Rida, Jannah. Next, and you're seeking refuge from what? From the displeasure of Allah and the hellfire. Now I have a question for you. The person whose Allah is pleased with, where will they go? If Allah is happy from you, where will you go? Marra easy. If Allah is happy from you, you go Jannah. If Allah is not happy from you, then you're not going to go Jannah. Let me ask you this. If everyone is happy from you, but Allah is not happy from you, will you enter Jannata Rabbikum? Will you enter Jannah of Allah Azza wa Jal? Answer is no. What if everyone decides to be upset from you and you're doing something right? You will go Jannah. So here, who is important here? Allah. You're asking Allah for two things. You're asking Allah that He is radi from you, He is happy from you, and that He gives you Jannah. And you are seeking refuge from Allah's anger and His punishment. Boys and girls, pay attention inshallah ta'ala. As'aluka means you're asking for it. A'udhu bika, it means you don't want it. You're seeking refuge from. A beautiful dua. Let's repeat it one more time. Allahumma inni as'aluka ridaka wal jannah wa a'udhu bika min sakhatika wan nar. Barakallahu feekum. Boys and girls, we're going to go inshallah ta'ala to our next segment, and the next segment is going to be a very important one. And the next segment is going to be about Ramadan prep. Boys and girls, Ramadan is coming very, very fast. And today, inshallah ta'ala, we are looking at a topic we looked at last week. We're going to look at it one more time, inshallah ta'ala. And we are going to make some notes. And I need you guys to interact and give me some answers. Boys and girls, so let's go. Ooh. Whoa, nice background. Boys and girls, pay attention. The month of Ramadan. First question. Why is Ramadan so special? Let's see how many of you can give me not just answers, but good answers. I'm not just looking for answers, I'm looking for good answers, boys and girls. Let's see now. Who got an answer for me? Why is Ramadan so special? Let's see. Do you think Ramadan is special because we eat in this month? Is it because of food? No. Is it because of all the shopping that people do at the end? No. Is it because there's a moon? No. MashaAllah, tabarakallah. Laiba. Well done. Well done. First answer is because during this month we fast. Because of Sawm. That's the first answer. When we fast, what do we attain? Taqwa. You have more taqwa. You obey Allah Azza wa Jal, you get closer to Allah Azza wa Jal. By what? By holding your nafs. By doing something that you're allowed to do, but now you're not doing it, which is eating, right? MashaAllah, tabarakallah. So Sawm makes it very special. Number two, MashaAllah, tabarakallah, Hassan V. May Allah bless you, Hassan, a silver badge for you. Hassan is saying, Because Quran was revealed in this month. Quran makes it special. Of course, the month of Quran, we recite a lot of Quran, but Quran was revealed in this month. لأنه نزل القرآن في هذا الشهر. Number 3. Hasan, another answer. Because of Laylat al-Qadr. There is a special night, and that is Laylat al-Qadr. And this is what makes Ramadan so special. MashaAllah, tabarakallah. Ramadan is special, Aisha says, because the month of Ramadan is when Quran was revealed. Asiya Waljan. Latifa is saying it's the month of spiritual cleanliness and time to get closer to Allah. I'm going to discuss this answer inshallah ta'ala in much detail. Well done, mashallah, Latifa, for that beautiful answer. Go back, keep dropping your answers. I'm going to come back after a short break and we'll discuss these answers, and at the same time I am going to give you some feedback on your recitation if you call in and recite. Boys and girls, we still got 2 more segments. We'll see you after a short break. If you haven't called in yet, call us on the WhatsApp number or the landline number. If you're watching this live on YouTube, you'll find the number in the description. Boys and girls, short break, we'll be back. Stay with us. Assalamu alaikum. Back, boys and girls, Madrasah TV show once again. This is a show where we bring you Madrasah right in front of TV screens. We're live on YouTube, and keep an eye on your comments, mashallah, tabarakallah. And just before the break, we were discussing Ramadan. We have special Ramadan segments for you, so make sure you are attending show tomorrow as well, 4 to 5, inshallah ta'ala. Our Ramadan prep segment is where we are right now, and straight after this, we have a recitation segment. Guys, call in, call now, call quickly. Boys and girls, Surah Al-Nasr and Surah Al-Masad are the 2 surahs we're learning today. I'm sure you know guys how to recite the surah. If you don't, call in, we can read it word by word, inshallah ta'ala. So even if you're young, if you can't recite, inshallah ta'ala, do that. Yalla, habaib. Before we continue, quick one. From next week, what time are we live? 3:45 next week. But it's a different show. Next week, Ramadan, you're going to be fasting. You're going to be walking around saying, I'm hungry. No, you're not going to be doing that. But 3:45, we are going to start the show. And it's called Juz Amma preparation. What are we preparing you for? No, we're preparing you for Juz Amma competition, inshallah ta'ala. Boys and girls, i'tikaf on the last 10 days. MashaAllah, tabarakallah. If anyone doing i'tikaf this year, please make dua for me. Okay, well, let's go straight back to our Ramadan prep segment. We've got a lot of important topics to discuss. The question was, why Ramadan is so special? Latifa said it's a month of spiritual cleanliness and time to get closer to Allah. May Allah bless you. That is taqwa. That is taqwa. When you're fasting, you're reading Quran, you're doing a lot of good deeds and you're not doing a lot of things that you normally do, wasting time and all the rest of it, you get closer to Allah. May Allah bless you. MashaAllah, Laylatul Qadr. Okay, I said it's the 9th month of the Islamic calendar. That's not what makes it special, because Rajab or Sha'ban can say I'm the 8th month. Muharram can say I'm the 1st month. So not really, but good try. The purpose is to include self-discipline. Asiya, mashallah, tabarakallah. Very good answer. And that is Sawm. Sawm teaches you, okay, we can say it's a month of discipline. MashaAllah. What else? MashaAllah, tabarakallah. You get to do one of the 5 pillars of Islam, which is fasting. MashaAllah, tabarakallah. Someone said i'tikaf. You can do i'tikaf any month, but there is a reason why people do i'tikaf in the month of Ramadan. Why do people do a lot of good things in the month of Ramadan? Let's see some answers. Very good point, by the way. I really wish us here. I want you to give me the answer. Brother T is saying Ramadan is special because shaitan is not working anymore. No. Shaitan is what? He's chained up. He can't do, the naughty things. MashaAllah. MashaAllah. Nur Hidayah is saying because of Taraweeh. MashaAllah, tabarakallah. A gold badge there. MashaAllah. Brother T, a silver badge for you. Keep the answers coming. Latifa answered on behalf of Asiya. She's saying what? Because good deeds are multiplied. The reason people do all these good deeds in the month of Ramadan, because what? Because if you do one good deed is multiplied by 70 or maybe 30 or maybe only Allah knows. So any good deed that you do in the month of Ramadan, so much more reward. Isn't that interesting? This is why the masjid is going to be full, inshallah ta'ala. Okay, boys and girls, may Allah bless you. Very good answers. We can get closer to Allah. Someone said, you know what? Yep. This answer is close to this answer. Jannah is open. Allahu Akbar. So, Brother T, once again, gets a silver badge. Gate of Jannah are open. ما شاء الله. إلا افتحوا أبواب الجنة. ما شاء الله. أبواب الجنة مفتوحة. And أبواب of Jahannam are closed. ما شاء الله تبارك الله. Very good. Very good, ما شاء الله تبارك الله. Halu is saying, Ustad, the sound is low. Is everyone else on YouTube experiencing the same thing? Anyone? Okay, let's see. ما شاء الله تبارك الله. Hadi is saying it was the month of Ramadan when Quran was brought to... Quran was revealed in this month. You know when the Prophet ﷺ was in the cave and the angel Jibreel, he came, all of that happened in the month of Ramadan, but at that time, Allah didn't say fast. Yeah, there was no Taraweeh at that time. MashaAllah, tabarakallah. Talha is saying, Salam Ustad, have a good Ramadan. Well, my Ramadan is going to be great if I hear your recitation, Talha. So call in inshallah ta'ala. Ahlan wa sahlan. Ha, Sadaqah Fitr. Okay. It is also a month when we give, what do you call it? Zakat al-Fitr. It's the month when we give Zakat al-Fitr. Yeah? MashaAllah, tabarakallah. Ha, what else? Laylat al-Qadr. We done that on a task. Well done, task. Laylat al-Qadr. It was also prescribed to previous communities to fast. Okay. But that's not... Okay, fasting makes Ramadan special. Yep, okay. Aha, Hassan is finally mentioning what you all are not mentioning. Guys, how can you forget? Suhoor and iftar. Now we are going to talk about the vegetable samosa. Guys, suhoor and iftar. Okay. Ramadan is not special because we eat a lot. Because we get to eat chicken samosa. Or no. It's not special because of that. It is special because when you stop yourself from eating, and then when you eat because Allah is telling you can eat now, it becomes so much precious and special. On a normal day, you eat your breakfast, okay, you say Alhamdulillah, all right? In the month of Ramadan, when you eat, when you break your fast, listen to me. In the month of Ramadan, when you break your fast, it is that moment that if you make dua, Allah Azza wa Jal will accept that dua. Allahu Akbar. Isn't that beautiful, boys and girls? MashaAllah, tabarakallah. May Allah bless you. So many good answers. Suhoor and iftar. Hassan, very, very nice. Also suhoor. So you're getting reward for eating. This reward, like extra reward. Also, if you make intention that you're having aloo ka samosa for iftar, imagine, with chutney. Let's say you're having that, but now your intention is because I'm going to fast throughout the whole day. You get more reward. If on a normal day you say I'm going to have bangan with aloo, and then you just you get more reward if your intention is to, MashaAllah, if your intention, MashaAllah, if the intention is to, naam. You see that? Allahu Akbar. Is there any dua to break fast? Tomorrow we will learn that dua, inshallah ta'ala. Someone said, in the month of Ramadan, you can be in poor people's shoes, so like more humility, which is fasting, right? When you're fasting, you can think about all the people who don't get to have food when they want. Alhamdulillah, almost everyone who's watching this show, there was never a time when you went to the kitchen and you didn't find food. So say Alhamdulillah. So that is also a huge blessing. Ustad is fasting, a lot of reward. Yes, a lot of reward. The reward of fasting is so much. Hey, did you guys the hadith? Is everyone going to come tomorrow? Everyone coming? Who's coming? You coming? You coming? You guys coming? Who's there? You're not coming? Why? Oh, you are coming. Okay. So boys and girls, everyone is coming. Let's talk about, inshallah ta'ala, the reward of fasting tomorrow. Let's talk about that. May Allah bless you. You can concentrate on worshipping more. That's also song. MashaAllah, that's a Safiya. That was a good one there. MashaAllah, tabarakallah. Yeah, you can concentrate. MashaAllah. Okay. This is why Ramadan is so special. Well done, guys. You guys making this show very special with your comments. Keep the comments coming. Now, why is the moon important? Why? Why? It's like, look at the moon. What's so special about moon in the month of Ramadan? As you guys are answering, inshallah ta'ala, what I'm going to do, I am going to, inshallah, color the moon. Yalla, guys. What's so special about moon in the month of Ramadan? I mean, we see moon all the time. As soon as Ramadan comes, we have a fight about moon. Moon this, moon that. It wasn't this, it wasn't that. It wasn't yellow enough, it wasn't white enough. It wasn't bright enough. Wow, what's so special about moon here? Did you guys see that? MashaAllah. Oh. Ah, Ya Allah. Okay. I really remember the moon. Inshallah. What's so special about moon? It tells us when Ramadan starts and ends. Latifa. Go back to Latifa. MashaAllah, tabarakallah. Hassan, moon is to calculate days and months. All the days and all the months. What about Ramadan? Show when Ramadan starts, Amira. Well done. Well done. MashaAllah. Wa alaikum assalam. Everyone, Safiya and Jumana is saying salamu alaikum to everyone. Everyone say, alaikum assalam. Well done, everyone. Well done. Okay. We're going to come after the break to discuss this moon. Let me try to fix this moon, guys. As if it was almost perfect and then I ruined it. Okay. Short break, inshallah ta'ala, and we'll be back. Stay with us. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome back, boys and girls, to final segment of Madrasah TV show. This is a segment where we are going to hear your recitation and I want to hear your recitation. Today we're learning two surahs, Surah Al-Masad and Surah Al-Nasr. Call in, recite inshallah ta'ala. I keep forgetting that you guys are going to be calling right here, inshallah, messaging right here, so I need to keep an eye on your comments. Boys and girls, we are learning some important things about Ramadan. Call in, recite inshallah ta'ala. The recitation segment inshallah ta'ala is this segment. Let's go back to Ramadan. Right, so here we were discussing moon. Moon, yeah, the month of Ramadan tells us whether the month is starting or ending. Barakallahu feekum. Start and then end. Okay, barakallahu feekum. When does Ramadan start? Ramadan start when you see moon literally like this. And then what happens throughout the month, the moon slowly becomes thicker. And then it becomes even more thicker. And then eventually, the moon is full. This is the middle of Ramadan. Some people see the full moon and they say, oh, Ramadan is starting. Excuse me. No, it's not starting. In the middle of the month. Normally when you see this round moon, this is when people have or do what they call Ayyam al-Bid. 3 days off every month people fast. And then what happens with the moon? It becomes smaller, thinner. And as Allah describes in Surah Yasin, كَالْعُرْجُونِ الْقَدِيمِ. It becomes like, you know that leaf that we have? It becomes like that. كَالْعُرْجُونِ الْقَدِيمِ. Barakallahu feekum. Boys and girls, Taz is saying today's episode is very interesting. I like the comment. So a badge for Taz. MashaAllah, tabarakallah. Safiya knows. Safiya been watching the moon for a very long time. Safiya is saying ends at crescent also. Yeah. Aywa. Yani, it starts like this and it also ends like this. So this is, what is it called? This is start. Ya Allah. This is the start. And this is the end. Next. When does it end? When it's like this or when it fully disappears. Sometimes the moon goes on holiday, but it only goes holiday at the end of the month. The moon disappears, and sometimes the moon is like, you know what, I'm going. It goes away. It comes back the next day. But it actually doesn't go away. Because I spoke to the moon. I didn't. Because here's what happened. The moon sometimes becomes so thin that you can't see it. Even if you do this. When I was a kid, I used to do this. I can see you guys. I used to do this. You still can't see it. It's far away. إذا شفتوا كيف يا شباب. Subhanallah. Next. How long does Ramadan last? So from the day you see the moon till the day it becomes crescent like How long does it last? It can be 29 days, can be 30 days. MashaAllah, tabarakallah. MashaAllah, tabarakallah. Okay. Also, when does it start? When does it end? Another key information here. Boys and girls, Ramadan starts from Maghrib. Ramadan starts from Maghrib. Yeah, from Maghrib. You hear Maghrib adhan, and we enter Ramadan. And Ramadan ends also Maghrib. It ends. So Ramadan doesn't start at 12. Doesn't start in the middle of the night. No, starts straight after Maghrib. So please make sure your first salah in the month of Ramadan, which is Maghrib, So you're praying in the masjid, inshallah, and Isha as well. MashaAllah, tabarak. Someone said 20 to 30 days. Are bhai? What, 20 days of Ramadan? What's going on? What's going on, guys? It's either 29, either 20, or 30 days. طيب, boys and girls, may Allah bless you. Last question. What does Ramadan mean? What does Ramadan mean? It's coming from a word called, in Arabic, Ramad. Ramad. Ramad? Something that's really hot. Ramad. And يعني اشتد حر. And we say Ramadan because during the time of the blessed Prophet ﷺ, it was very hot during Ramadan. MashaAllah, tabarakallah. It's less hot now, and slowly it's become freezing cold for those of you in the UK. But subhanAllah, it was at that time. And I know how hot Ramadan can get. But you know what's unbelievable, guys? What's unbelievable? If you choose taqwa, if you make your mind, I'm going to do whatever Allah asks me to do, then nothing is impossible. Okay. People spend thousands of pounds to go place, play, rides, and come back. Nothing wrong about it. But what I'm saying is that when you decide, there are people who fast for 21 hours. They don't eat anything for 21 hours. I mean, I think I can do that. Coffee. I remember one day in Ramadan I was struggling, and I said to myself, if only coffee was if only coffee was allowed, nothing else. Anyway, guys, 21 hours you don't eat, you eat during 3 hours? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. I'll tell you guys, if you think, no, this is impossible, sometimes some people have this checkup in the stomach, and the doctor will say, don't eat anything for 1 day before you come for the checkup. People do that. So if you think fasting is so hard, or some people say, I have exams. Ooh, I have exams. Huh? Okay. How about no phone during exams? Huh? You can do a lot for exams. You can fast and you can do exams. But anyway, if you decide, then inshallah ta'ala it'll be easy. During the time of the beloved Prophet ﷺ, when Sahaba were fasting, extreme hot, there was no air conditioning, there was no room, there's nothing. And people still fast. Even now, you have people who work outside under the sun in the middle of summer, not summer in the UK, I'm talking about summer in countries where it's really hot. And fast. Yeah? Subhanallah, it's about taqwa. May Allah Azza wa Jalla grant us all taqwa. Say ameen. Once you have taqwa, you find it easy to do what Allah wants you to do. And this is how we gain taqwa in the month of Ramadan, by restraining ourselves from what we want and doing what Allah wants. Guys, quick. Boys and girls, with me. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. إذا جاء نصر الله والفتح ورأيت الناس يدخلون في دين الله أفواجا فسبح بحمد ربك واستغفره إنه كان توابا. نصر الله, whispering it. فتح, whispering it. يدخلون يد قلقلة يدخلون في دين الله أفواجا أفواجا فسبح واسم حمد ربك ربك واستغفره واسم إنه كان توابا. بارك الله فيكم حياكم الله. Boys and girls, this is going to be the end of Madrasah TV show, inshallah ta'ala. We are going to be back tomorrow, and I wish I had some recitations, but guys, it isn't call. How naughty. Tomorrow, call in. We'll be learning Surah Kahf tomorrow. Recite with me. Tomorrow is Friday, last Friday, before Ramadan. So call in, recite inshallah, and tune in tomorrow, and I can teach you a little bit more about, of course, that dua and the reward of fasting and everything else, inshallah ta'ala. May Allah bless you all, boys and girls. Remember me in du'as, and I remember you in my du'as. May Allah allow us all to reach the month of Ramadan and do all the good deeds that we're intended to do in the month of Ramadan. Ameen. Boys and girls, look after yourself. Tune in tomorrow, live on Eman Channel, and live on YouTube as well, 4 to 5. And I'll see you. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.